One of the most radical silhouettes in architectural history, the Sydney Opera House is closing its final curtain today. Designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon and opened in 1973, this structure was considered a marvel of modern engineering. The decision to demolish this historic building was made with the aim of constructing a more modern skyscraper based on a new design philosophy. Thus, the trend of skyscrapers has brought an end to this elegant structure. Clearing approximately 161,000 tons of concrete and 6,225 square meters of glass will be one of the most complex demolition operations in history. A budget of $150 million has been allocated for this operation, and demolition engineers from around the world have gathered at Sydney Harbour. Environmental safety and responsibility towards nature were of utmost importance for this demolition plan on the waterfront. Therefore, 20 ultra-high reach excavators, 500-ton cranes, and thousands of sensitive vibration sensors will be used as part of the project. The preparation process is being managed with millimeter precision to protect port traffic and the sensitive ecosystem in the surrounding area. All stages of the demolition will be shared with you shortly, and updates will be provided.
The ventilation system needs to run through this support beam.
That contradicts the original design specs right here.
We have to prioritise the structural integrity of the sails. Okay, it's secure.
Reading looks stable. Good placement.
Contact approaching the boundary line, advise course correction.
Affirmative, intercepting now.
first phase of the operation, logistics and mobilization, has been successfully completed. This elegant building now resembles a patient awaiting its end. 500-ton cranes and heavy demolition machinery have taken their places at the port. Engineers calculated each stress point down to the millimeter using 3D simulations of the structure. Intense port traffic has been halted, security barriers erected, and a massive dust suppression system installed. There is a sense of movement in the city. At the same time, there is a sense of mourning. Now it is time to strip away the spirit within these massive concrete sails. Everything is ready for the interior, dismantling, and exterior facade preparation.
Easy now, you're clear on the left side. A little more to the south.
We are approaching maximum tension.
Structure holding firm, sir.
Good, maintain current pressure. Apply another 50 kilonewtons on that jack, slowly now. We need to watch the deflection readings closely. Bring that down easy, right there next to the concrete. Got it. Watch your footing over there. Watch the forklift coming through. Okay, stack the wood over there.
Keep it steady over the threshold.
We're clear on this side.
Bring the oven through.
All right, bring her down steady now. Watch your hands, lads.
Clear on the bottom, boss.
Lock it in. Look at this density here. We might have an issue with the spacing on the second layer.
I see that. Let's mark it for further inspection.
With the completion of the interior demolition, the Sydney Opera House is entering the most critical phase of the operation: precision weakening and explosive placement. Although this placement may seem simple, it involves significant technical details. Explosives must be placed with extreme precision to ensure the building collapses as intended without damaging its surroundings or the sea. Engineers are drilling thousands of holes into each rib of these massive concrete sails using diamond-tipped drills. Thousands of kilograms of high-precision explosives are placed at strategic points to cause the structure to collapse onto itself. Kilometers of detonation cables wrap around the entire building like a web, with each connection checked 3 times. There is no turning back now. The heart of Sydney is falling silent for the final big blast.
Bring it down easy, watch the overhang. Okay, hold it right there. We're securing the bottom latches. All right, bring it down slowly now, watch the edge. It's clear, securing the clamp now.
Did you get the shot?
The light is fading too fast.
Wait, I think I see movement.
And then the moment we had been anticipating, yet dreading, arrived. Soon, this beautiful structure would disappear from the city's skyline. Within seconds, decades of architectural genius succumbed to gravity. With millisecond precision, the Sydney Opera House's massive concrete sails folded inward in a predetermined choreography. First, the main support columns gave way. Then thousands of tons of white shells drifted one by one toward the harbour floor. As the sound of concrete hitting concrete echoes across Sydney Harbour, a massive cloud of dust blankets the sky. This is not merely demolition, it is a kinetic energy explosion and the art of engineering controlling chaos. The iconic silhouette vanishes forever behind the dust and smoke. When the dust cloud dispersed, Sydney's landscape was forever changed. Those proud concrete sails that once reached for the sky are now silent piles of rubble along the harbour. This masterpiece, which took so long to build, was leveled in minutes by the ultimate expression of demolition technology. While engineers analyze seismic data and the success of the demolition, the public mourns the loss of an icon with deep sorrow. This structure, which appeared in the background of many people's photographs and hosted numerous artistic events, is now a pile of rubble. Each white tile fragment collected from the wreckage now carries the memory of an era, not a building. That large void in the city skyline serves as a reminder of the transience of architecture and the inevitable harshness of change. The Sydney Opera House now lives on only in memories and the dusty pages of history.